smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you, I know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Welcome, everybody. It is holiday time in the Clubhouse Cat Chat. We're excited. We're in between Christmas and New Year's, and we've got another gift for you tonight that you didn't even get to open yet. We're going to open it up, and that is sit down tonight with not only Jill Wachbrit, but our little surprise for you, your little stocking stuffer, is Mike is with us tonight. Mike and Jill Wachbrit, we got to hang out with them at the Maryland meetup, and it was awesome. Mike thinks he can bowl, so let's let everybody think that he can. And we're going to have some fun tonight and keep him. He's bobbing his head right now backstage with me. So make sure you hit a like, help us out, get up to those triple digits on likes like we like to do every week. Subscribe. If you're brand new to the channel, hey, sub it up, come on in, come back with these amazing ladies every Sunday night. And of course, we'll be giving you some socials for our guests tonight so that you can keep up with the Street Brits, I believe is what their name was. I heard just a few minutes ago. So we're going with that. So I'm going with that. I'm excited about that. And of course, you can leave a comment in the chat right now for anything you want to go. If I were to leave a comment, I would say, because I can't get in trouble for it right now, Molly's mom did not make me deviled eggs. That's what I would say. For Christmas, I should have gotten that. And so I didn't get it. So that would be my comment. But you can leave any comment you want. Or if you're watching the replay, leave a comment for a guest. And I am now going to reluctantly go in to the lady. Hello, ladies. Welcome in. Good to see
I'm
you all.
off center.
You've been that way all your life.
Again?
John the Barber, thank you for 5 months of that. It is New Year's week. We're excited. I'm not going to, Dave's not even in a box. Stephanie, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you ready for
Doing
this
all right,
interview?
hanging in there.
Yeah, you excited about the interview?
I am enjoying my break. Oh,
Nice.
of course I am. Yes. I've known Jill for a while, and yeah, I'm glad to introduce her to the Disney World.
Oh, introduce her a little bit more. They came in like a house. I'll go to Jen. They came in like a house of fire, full of magic and love and fun at our Maryland meetup, Jen. It was awesome having them there and hanging out with us.
Yeah, not only 1 year, but 2 years. They've been there 2 years now, and it's
Mhm.
always a pleasure to have them there.
And a huge supporter, and they've supported us each time with donations for the event and helping us out for the event.
Incredible.
Just amazing people, loving people. We love them to death. So excited. Miss Mandymary, we have a meetup in Maryland that people come to. I'm just letting you know.
I know, and we've missed it in the past, but we're going to come this year.
Woohoo, there we go. How's everything going for you between Christmas and New Year's?
It's wonderful. I'm full of chocolate and cheese, and I don't know what day it is. It's a glorious time.
I don't think I could top that. I think that's fantastic. There. Okay, I love that one. Well, let's see if Dane could top it. Hello, Miss Dane Dystopia. How are you?
Hello, Peter, my love, my dear, my sunshine, my wind beneath my wings.
Wow.
Who are you and where's Dane? I'm not sure who you
You
are.
said top.
Okay, well, there you go. And are you coming to the meetup this year?
Pete, we've had this discussion, my friend. School starts back here the beginning of August. My daughter's birthday is August 17th.
What if we did it the
It's
last week of
very-
July?
Oh. What if we did it the second last week of July?
I don't want you to change it for me.
I have to change it because Stephanie complains all the time, but we're not telling her that.
Because I have to go back to work, Dame. So I understand. As a teacher, I have to go back. So
There you go.
I might be able to swing that
Okay,
a
we'll
little
talk.
bit.
We'll talk about it. I got to go to my boss, and I'll find out a little bit later if we can do that or not. Thank you. See, she'll let me know.
We'll make it work.
We've got some amazing people in the chat. 70 people lined up here, already ready to meet our guests tonight. Jen, could we say hello to them?
In 1 second.
you know I'm back.
Get
right?
get the hands ready.
No.
I'm writing down the last two.
Oh, wait, Stephanie's
Okay.
going to get mad at me. Hold on.
Oh, thank you. Y'all rock. Yes.
Everyone hands the right way
Except Pete.
or the wrong way, or Peter, watch your fingers. Okay, we saw that. All right, let's say hello to our friends that are here. Hello, Julie McCowan was number 1 today. Mike Beachman, Mark F., Debbie Bernfeld, Love Go Minnie, hello Roberta, Aliens Wear Green Hats, George Cook, Italian, Paul Engel, Frida Malley, hello Fred, Le Mans Gray, Packers 2015, Katie Phillips, Teresa Skawara, Grandma Grover, Plymouth Rock, Yoo-hoo, Benjamin Elliott, Anne, Kay Wilby, Mayor of Chickapin Hill, Christopher S., Roger Shue, Matt Walter, Karen
Nice.
Sanders, Festive Shelby, Molly's mom, hey mom, Nick and Claire, John the Barber, Nicole Rodan Hissler, Diz Beach Jill. Hi, Jill. Good to
Hey,
see
Jill.
you in the chat.
Great to meet her.
Jason Thibodeau, Nanny Pooh Bear, Dean the Turkey Legster, Alex Miller, Home Candy, Spirit Jerseys and Starbucks. Hello, Mikey. And I thought I saw Francisco. Hello, Francisco. And that might, Dave's Disney Dreams.
Nice.
Hi, Dave.
Well,
So if I missed you, I will get you on the next one around. We got a lot of friends in here tonight. It's going to be a great show.
absolutely. Well done. Excellent. Before we go to Mandy, I should say a quick shout out to On the Dais and also in the chat, a lot of Hall of Famers that were inducted this past show. So congratulations. This is one of our first shows really back since going out with having all the ladies here. So congratulations to all those who were inducted this past time. Let's go over to Miss Mandy. We've got a recap of our last show, which we had an amazing community friend with us.
We did. On our last show, we had the wonderful Katie Phillips, and it was truly great talking with Katie about how she found our Disney community, the meaningful roles both her biological and adoptive families played in her life, and the unique connection to Disney that she shares with her family members. Some additional highlights are we truly enjoyed listening to Katie share how Mary Blair has influenced her on both a personal and creative level. Also hearing about her awesome drink of the week, the Raspberry Dream drink,
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
how she reflected on her very first visit to Disney's MGM studios and how that put her on a path both artistic uh, and into her creative ways today.
Hmm.
Katie also shared how members of the Disney community have made a meaningful difference in her life, with highlighting 3 of her favorite channels in a truly, truly special story with Tanya, the crazy Disney lady, which included a memorable moment walking down Main Street, USA. We are exceptionally grateful to Katie for sharing the stories and the passion behind her Etsy shop of friendship bracelets, as well as the countless hours of tireless creativity that she pours into her chalk art. Her dedication, talent, and artistic heart truly shine through, and her work is just absolutely outstanding. So, Mots, if you wouldn't mind, can you drop the link to last week's show? So in case anyone hasn't seen it, they
Yep.
can go back and watch it and or leave a comment or a question for us or for Katie.
Love it. And very well done on that. Awesome. And if you're out there and you need friendship bracelets for anything, if it's a fundraiser for your school or some type of event, if it's a trip thing, if it's a family thing, if you want to do something for your favorite YouTube creator and, buy a bunch of them and send them to them, or buy them for yourself to highlight, you can go all the way up your arm. Reach out to Katie. I can't stress enough. We love working with those in our community, and especially the ones who are close to our heart on this channel. Steph, this week's guest is pretty special. We got a dynamic duo coming in. I'm pretty excited.
Yes, we sure do. So we're truly excited to talk with our guest tonight, a husband and wife couple in our community who have made a meaningful impact through their participation in numerous community events, which I
Yep.
happen to celebrate with them, with their incredible generosity in supporting both the community initiatives and charitable causes. She serves as a moderator across several channels, consistently giving her time and her heart to others.
Yes, she does.
They are very loyal and dedicated viewers, consistently supporting the YouTube channels they follow. She was inducted into the YouTube Series of Recognition as part of the Disney Best Friends class. Tonight, we're honored to sit down and share stories with Jill Wachbrit and her husband Mike in just a few minutes.
That's going to be great. I'm excited about that. It's
Yes,
going to be a great show. So let's. I'm
and
pretty sure we
Jen.
have a couple people
Yeah,
we didn't say hello to, right?
yeah.
Steph, is that where we want to go?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
I was going to ask Jen if she had some more folks to
I'm just
say
making sure I
hi
put my
to.
hand on so that you can see how the hand is on. Go ahead, Jen.
Just make sure it's going the right way.
It is, because nobody gets up and goes, "Hey,
No,
how
it's
you
not.
doing?" Like this.
But they could.
But they go, you can't see me.
Oh Lord. God.
Yeah. Okay. We've had a few other friends join us. I would like to say hello to user Love You Too, Amy AJC Magic TV, Rinser Jocal,
Nice.
Debbie Thunert, Debbie F. Cook,
All the
Simba
Debbies.
2, and who else I see? Erin Herwig.
Nice. Well, welcome, friends. Great to see you today. Make sure you're hitting that like for us tonight as we go through. This is where we do our trivia real quick before we bring our guest in. I always like to see the girls have been killing it lately. I got to be honest. I am very impressed. You guys have been really doing well. So let's hope we should do that. It is the holiday season, and I want to jingle the bells, and I want to do a Christmas trivia edition. So I'm pretty excited about this. So we are ready. So we will start with Miss Dame Dystopia. We'll go left to right today.
Okay.
So don't screw it up for everybody, Dame. Everybody's got it right. Ready? Dame, who played Jacob Marley's ghost in Mickey's Christmas Carol? And I will allow you one hint if you need it. Mandy already knows it because she's chopping at the bit to answer.
No multiple choice?
Oh, yeah. I was going to give you guys multiple choice, but not Dame. Sorry. Multiple choice. A is Mickey. B is Goofy. C is Donald. D is Pluto. A is Mickey, B is Goofy, C is Donald, D is Pluto.
Oh, I almost got the whole I'm muted and Pete talks for me thing.
Yeah, you were close. I
Is
was
it
ready.
Goofy?
You are correct. It is Goofy. Continuing the streak. I love it. I love it. Even though Roberta's trying to cheat for you. I see you, Roberta. I'm watching. I'm watching.
Hey,
All right.
she's my girl.
I got you. All right. Number 2 would be Miss Jen. Jen, name the animated holiday film that follows the 3 stories starring Donald, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Goofy, Mickey, and Minnie. Boy, this is a tough one. Was it 1, Merry Christmas? Was it B, 'Twas the Night? Was it C, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas? Was it D, Deck the Halls? Or was it E, Pete Goes Without Deviled Eggs at Christmas? I'll read them again. 1, Merry Christmas. 'Twas the Night. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Or Deck the Halls.
For some reason, I have Once Upon a Christmas in my head, but I think that's because isn't that from the parade where they go Once Upon a Christmas Time? So I don't know if I'm thinking that because of that or if I want to go with the deviled eggs.
I think
I'll go with that. That's the only thing I got.
You are correct. It is C, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time. You are correct.
Oh, so that's a real show, not just a parade.
No, Ricky and Joe Minnie's like, I know it. So Roberta,
I have it on VHS.
that is a great one. Joe Minnie was like, go with your gut, Jen. All right, let's go over to Miss Mandymary. Enamored with the spectacle of Christmas, Jack Skellington tries to take over the holidays as A, Santa Claus, B, Santa Claus, C, Sandy Claus, D, Santa Man, or E, half-naked chef cooking in your kitchen.
The last one for sure.
As much as I would like it to be the half-naked man cooking in my kitchen, I believe it's Sandy Claus.
You are right. You guys are killing us. Are you sure you're not getting the answers to this, Brian? Are you all linked to this document? Hold on. I'm checking. All right. You're not. All right. All right. Steph, your turn. Your turn.
The pressure's on.
Which 1952, there's no way she's getting this. Which 1952
I wasn't even born yet.
classic animated short starred Chip and Dale as the inhabitants of a freshly chopped Christmas tree? This is not a Snoop Dogg Christmas tree. This is a real Christmas tree. So, which 1952 classic animated short starred Chip and Dale? Cut it out, Mandy. Starred Chip and Dale as the inhabitants of a freshly chopped Christmas tree. Is it A, Pluto's Christmas Tree, B, Mickey's Workshop, C, The Small One, or D, Goofy's Wonderland? Now, because the unbelievable, you can't cheat like that when I can see you cheating. She literally touched the entire.
Well, Mandy didn't look at her phone. Mandy, you're supposed to be looking at your phone.
Unbelievable. Cheating right in front of me.
It's A.
It is A.
No,
You got it right. Wow, you guys are on fire. You kept it going. Okay. You got it already. That's 3 weeks in a row you've gotten all the trivia right. I'm probably impressed. Okay. Well, you know what? This is the perfect time to bring our guests in. We're on a roll here. We're going to go and bring a husband and wife couple in to join us tonight who are making a mark in this community. She was recognized as a previous Hall of Famer. When I met him coming to our meetups, I realized that he is a Hall of Famer in his own right, a great storyteller, a very, very funny guy, and he was just awesome to hang out with at the meetup. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Joining us on the Triple C, it is Mr. and Mrs. Jill Streetbrit. Welcome in.
Walk.
Mike, you should know better than to give me something.
Walking across the street.
Walking across the street. Welcome. And I'm gonna do the thing that makes this best and say I'm getting out of the way, and I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Dystopia. And Jill and Mike, Dane, have some fun. There's 80 people in here right now, 80 plus people wanting to hear about these good people. Hi, I'm Dame. In Alabama, we like to eat cattle.
Peter McDevitt.
I like to eat cattle too.
All right, no pressure, guys. I'm going to start with Miss Jill first. No offense. I'm Southern. That's how it goes. Could you, Jill, please share with us a short introduction about yourself so our viewers can get to know you a little bit better? And Mike, I'm coming to you in a minute. Hold on.
Okay. We currently live in Las Vegas. I am, however, a former third-generation Californian, born in Ventura, California. Spent most of my life in California, in Santa Monica, California. Spent 2 years in Arlington, Virginia. That's where I graduated high school. My mother moved us there to remarry. And then we moved back to Santa Monica. So that's why most of my time's been in California, where, of course, we discovered Disneyland. You know, I was born the same year as Disneyland opened.
Nice.
So, of course, my whole life I've had Disney near me. So that's how I go. And then I basically went to school initially to become a veterinarian, which I had to wait for my younger daughter to become because it didn't work out for me. My family was very good with numbers, so I became an accountant, ultimately into taxes, basically. Worked for Pete Marwick, then went to work for various different companies doing corporate taxes. Ultimately, tax director of a multinational corporation. So that was an interesting experience in my life. And then ultimately went to work for the state of California to assist taxpayers in filing their tax returns. That's where I retired from. And since I retired, we moved to Vegas, and we've been here basically enjoying ourselves since then.
Nice. Nice.
That all made my brain hurt, Jill.
Sorry.
I work for a bank and I hate math. So
I worked for banks for many, many years. I worked for Security Pacific, which went out of business. Went to work for First Interstate, which ultimately went out of business. Now you can see why I got out of banking. Okay. Worked for Great Western, which went out of business. Basically, all these companies merged into other companies, you know, while I was with them or very closely after I left. So,
yeah, I don't do that part of banking. I do risk management. But anyway.
All right.
So, Mike.
Oh, I have a question.
5 seconds.
Wait, Pete has a question.
Wait, Pete's got a question.
Jill, if you go in for any type of interview, don't start out with, I worked for all these that went out of business. Doesn't work.
She's retired. She don't care.
Yes, well, it wasn't my fault. They merged into other companies. Thank you.
Absolutely not. Mike, just like 5 seconds, brief history.
Okay. Like Jill, I was born in Los Angeles, spent most of my life there, 45 minutes from Disneyland, 20 minutes from Universal Studios, moved to Vegas in 2018.
That was amazing.
Wow.
That was amazing. I love that insight into your life. But I'm going to ask some more questions. So take us back to the moment you two first crossed paths. Where were you? Did you have any idea about the connection this would become that it is today?
Do you want me to start this?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, initially when I met him, I thought he was a jerk.
I love this show. I love this show.
I was a little sister to his fraternity, basically at Cal State Northridge, which is where I went to school to get my bachelor's of accounting. And so that's how I met him. And so I had a boyfriend at the time who I decided was also a jerk. And when I went through a breakup with him, that's when Michael and I kind of started talking to each other. Then I determined he wasn't as bad as I initially thought, so maybe I'd give him some attention. So our first date, believe it or not, was to the original Star Wars movie.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yes. So now I can let him have his initial reaction to meeting me, and then we'll tell you about the rest of the history before we got married there.
So as Jill said, she was a little sister to our fraternity. Her
Mhm.
mug name, we all had mug names.
Oh, boy.
Mine was Baby Huey, but I'm not going to go into that.
Wow.
Her mug name was Fun With, and so as Fun with Jill. Jill had the reason I took to her was she had the same warped sense of humor that I did.
I
She
get
put a
that.
thing up on the bulletin board at the fraternity house as a joke. Fun with Jill, 1 hour intervals for the brothers to sign up. Yes.
Jill!
This was a joke.
It was a joke. It was kind of both of our ideas, but so that followed her through her college life at the fraternity. We basically were both accounting majors. I had started working for my dad, who was an attorney, tax attorney, CPA, when I was 14 years old, doing taxes.
Hurry up with the story.
But no, so we met, like I said, at the fraternity. We hit it off and went from there.
Yeah. So basically, we basically dated throughout the end of the school years. Okay. And then ultimately ended up moving in together and getting engaged and getting married in 1981. And we've been married now it'll be 45 years this coming June.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Congratulations.
You just made LLMs seem a whole lot more exciting than I ever thought it was. And wow, Jill, we need to have a conversation off camera about the college days. I have so many more questions that I'm not allowed to ask here, so I'm just going to transfer it to Mandy for the next segment.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say, I definitely am looking forward to like the Jill and Michael after dark version of this.
They're fun. Trust me. They're fun.
So
Go to the meetup. Go to the meetup. I have 2 shows a day.
Hold on.
Oh,
I
I
gotta call timeout. I gotta call an audible for 30 seconds. We joke with Mike. I want everybody to know we're not beating him up. We joke with Mike because we find people in our community that are great storytellers. And they do it with such vigor and such emotion and such detail. David T's done it for us. Michael did it at the meetup. I sat down with Mike for, hey, let me tell you about something. And like 20 minutes later, I'm like, what the hell just happened? So, but it's a great story every time. And I still want to do at the meetup a charity thing where we do a story tell-off and put Mike and David T and whoever lasts longer wins a prize. I think it would be fantastic because we could run a 24-hour story channel. It'd be amazing. So now back to our regularly and Mike, congratulations for signing up for. It was a lot longer than an hour at 45 years. That's awesome. So.
And
Lord.
Make sure you bring key lime pie.
Oh Lord, no, Mandy, nope.
Okay, I'm intrigued by the key lime pie, but we'll be there this year in Maryland, so I'm sure I'll find out a lot of things then. So I'm looking forward to it. But kind of circling back to some questions for this evening. We all have a story on how we arrived here at our Disney YouTube community. Can you guys share with us your journey?
Okay. Started with me. We family wanted to go. All my family, my 2 daughters, grandsons, the whole large family, wanted to all go to Disney World after the pandemic. So I started to do some research, and I fell upon YouTube. I hadn't been a big YouTube person up to that point. Started watching the videos on what to do and where to go and all that kind of stuff, and started discovering the YouTube channels, the Disney YouTube channels, as part of that search. One of which, of course, was Pete. I've been with Pete for 3 or 4 years now.
Going on 4. Yeah.
So that's kind of how I got started, and then discovered that there was a group of people that love Disney as much as I do. And so I started interacting on the channels and coming in and saying hello and basically becoming a mod for some of them and basically contributing where I could. So that's kind of how my journey is. And he's kind of been hanging out with me and going along. So that's kind of been his journey. I don't know what he thinks of the whole thing, but he's been there for me.
I would say that in watching it, especially a couple of the channels, it gets real interesting and real funny. Going to the meetups is, even coming all the way from Vegas, but going to the meetups is well worth it. It goes too fast. That's how much fun you have, and it's a blast. Especially, as they would say, the after hours is definitely some crazy times.
Yes.
Poor Debbie. That's all I can say.
Which one? Take your pick.
Debbie Bernfeld, where your legs were disappearing by the pool.
Oh, Lord.
Like I said.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
And there was no alcohol involved.
Not
Yet.
in that segment.
No, not in that segment.
Okay, so I guess what happens at the meetup stays at the meetup, kind of thing.
Yes
trying
and
to get done
no.
this
Some of
interview.
it we share, and some of it stays at the meetup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incentive to go.
Well, Jill, you kind of described how important you've become in this community as a mod, as a member, as a supporter. You're a major part. And I believe you had the honor of being inducted into the Dizney YouTube series of recognition. Congratulations. And can you take us back to where you were when you first heard about that induction and what that moment meant to you?
Well, being a mod on the channel, of course, I was there watching. And I believe I was the very first award. So it was kind of a shock for me. I had been nominated before. Pete had said I'd been close, So I was, anxious and nervous. But I knew there were many people, as there are frequently every time we have one, where we go, why haven't they been inducted before? They've been here forever giving. So it's like I was, even though I was anxious and hopeful, I was very surprised. Interestingly enough, my character is Sebastian the Crab. So Sebastian the Crab came in, Jeanette, and she was the one that basically did the induction speech. So I was just very moved. I came to tears, and it was just very moving for me. So.
Oh,
That's
well,
awesome.
Congratulations, and very, very well deserved.
Thank you.
But before we kind of hand this over to Steph, Jen, has there anybody new joined in that we need to welcome?
Yeah, we have had a few friends join us. I want to say hello to Patrick Julian and Marin Memphis, Rob Law, Margaret Riley, Kolya Sluchenko, O'Connell, Rachel's Adventures, Park Bros Lawrence, and Fairbrick Studio.
Welcome.
Hello.
Steph?
Yes. All right. Let's chat a little bit here about your cruising, because I am so jealous. All right. After going on 15 cruises, you've truly become an avid cruising enthusiastic couple. Can you tell us how you first got into cruising and what the experience means to you today?
Well, my first cruise was our honeymoon cruise in 1981. We flew to Hawaii, spent 3 days in Oahu, and then took a 7-day cruise around the Hawaiian Islands. And I was hooked. Because what's not to like? All the food you can eat, entertainment. I grew up near the ocean. I actually was raised a half a block from the ocean, and I spent a lot of my time near the ocean. My great uncle built the Ventura Keys.
Oh.
So that first 8 years in Ventura was near the ocean. So of course, when I got on a cruise, it was like home to me. So I don't get seasick, luckily, unless it's really bad. But so we started there, and I was hooked. And so we kept going on the cruises. I would say we went on one every year up until 1984. 93, was it? It was
Was it
before Katrina. We had the misfortune, unfortunately, of going
No,
on.
it was 90,
I'm sorry, 2004.
2004.
2004. So 2004, we went on the cruise out of New Orleans, and we had a river pilot to guide us back through. And unfortunately, I think we got stuck on a sandbar. So we're at dinner, and our dishes and us were sailing across the dining room.
Oh,
We
my.
listed 30 degrees over. I met up with our neighbors. Our two daughters were sitting with a glass partition behind them and a huge espresso machine that started sliding towards them.
Towards us, and all I could picture was my daughter's getting decapitated. So
Oh, my
that
God.
experience, I mean, we were okay, but that experience kind of stopped us cruising for a while. And so we didn't go on cruises probably until we went on the Wish with a group of Disney friends. And so that revived our love of cruising. And so we've resumed, and we'd like to go probably on, if I had my druthers, it'd be about 3 cruises a year. So, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. So we've been on the Wish, we've been on the Treasure. The Treasure is my favorite Disney ship because of that Haunted Mansion lounge. And we have another one scheduled for 2027 in January to go on the Treasure again, but to do the Eastern Caribbean, because we've done a lot of the Western Caribbean. So as I said, I love cruising. To me, it's the best way to basically unpack only once and pack again once, and enjoy all the food and the experiences on the ship, along with the many wonderful ports that the ships go into.
Oh, okay.
And I would say that I went on one cruise before Jill when I was a teenager. We sailed out of Los Angeles on what was then the Sitmar Cruise Lines and went down to the Mexican Riviera, down to Acapulco on a 10-day and back. So that one I got hooked on. And then the funny thing is Sitmar Cruises was acquired by Princess. We were on a Alaska cruise. Our way up was on a Sitmar cruise. Our way down was on a Princess cruise.
Yeah, they became Princess in the middle of our sailing.
Wow.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
And
Okay,
there's
we're changing
nothing
names.
like Glacier Bay.
Glacier Bay is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely on my bucket list to go to Alaska. And
I guess Jill would be in support of if I said our next meetup that we're going to plan after this one might be on a cruise.
Oh,
We're
that'd
there.
be wonderful. Yes, count us in.
That's great. All right, we love taking a moment to talk a little bit here about the influences of our lives. And I understand that both of you, both your father-in-law and your oldest daughter, have made significant impacts on your life. Can you share how each of them have shaped your life and what they mean to you?
Well, as I mentioned, I was a tax director for basically many different corporations. But after I married Michael, or even before I married Michael, his father had his own practice. He was a CPA tax attorney, basically dealt with estate tax law and everything. So anyway, the funny thing is I needed to go to different seminars as part of my continuing education for my CPA. And when I would go, I would find he and his partners there, and we'd all sit together at the table. And he was always there for me as kind of a guiding force if I had any issues or questions or things of that sort. So it was always wonderful to have a father-in-law that was so close and so wonderful about sharing all of his knowledge and experiences. So
Nice.
that's when I grew up. Just a quick story. I lived with my grandparents. My mother was not supposed to have kids and kind of needed to not have kids, if you know what I mean about that. She was not a great mother. My grandmother was wonderful. She died, unfortunately, right before my 8th birthday, and then I went to live with my mother. So I had a very rough relationship with my mother. And so when I inherited Michael's parents, when we got married, they were wonderful. They were the replacement for what I had missed. And I never had a father in my life. So his father became my father, basically.
Very nice.
That was the story behind him. Now, as far as my kids, my older daughter graduated culinary in San Francisco and got involved with the internship program at Dizney.
Oh.
So she's part of the reason why I love Disney so much, is that she actually in 2006 became part of that program and was involved with the food and wine. That was one of her initial experiences at Epcot. So we started going and visiting her while she was at Disney. Now, we had gone in 1999 and 2000 to Disney World, but then we hadn't gone back until she went into this program. So starting then, we started to really go kind of quite often to visit her.
Because it was free.
Because it was free, yes. It was one of the wonderful perks of her being part of that program. So that's, and then her culinary, just her culinary journey has been amazing. And so to experience that with her and experience all the different foods and things has been part of it. And I did want to mention my younger one also. Part of what I hadn't talked about previously was the only one good thing I had with my mother is horse racing. She used to take me to the horse races every weekend. So that was our experience, shared experience with each other. And so my younger one, when she was 16, wanted to get involved with equestrian. She was part of a charity that, the autistic kids and the horse therapy that they went through. So I got involved in horse racing again, and it brought my mother back into our lives because of her wanting to be a veterinarian. So she's added a lot of pluses to my life too, through the experiences and our shared love of animals. So.
And she's now a veterinarian here in Vegas, and in fact, works with the district attorney, going after animal abusers.
Yeah, she helps prosecute the animal abusers.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so
that's a beautiful thing.
So my whole family, basically my in-laws and both of my kids have been strong influences in our lives.
Very nice.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
My dad gave me what I call the work ethic. As I stated, I started working with him during tax season when I was like 13, 14 years old, actually preparing tax return input. I wound up going to work. I worked for the state of California for 40 years. Started off in inheritance and gift tax, which was his specialty, doing reviews of those returns. Then I wound up, I hate to say it, but a tax auditor for the Board of Equalization, which was sales tax. Got tired of telling people that they owed taxes, so I transferred over to systems administration, computers, and spent the last 20 years of my career running the office computer systems and overseeing everything with that. And the ironic thing is Jill worked under me.
I didn't work under
not
you.
directly under me, but worked in the same office.
I worked in another department and, of course, interfaced with him a lot. So,
and of course, her supervisor, whenever I would say something, she would basically, "Yep, yes, sir, you got it, sir." So, I think they were a little intimidated by me, so they kind of left Jill alone.
There you go.
Well, Michael used to tell stories, and not all of them were true.
I would have never believed that. I don't believe that.
The first day that I started work, which was on Halloween, believe it or not, they came up to me and asked me, "How do we tell if he's telling a lie?" And I said, "Trust me, I know, and I will tell you." And they were very appreciative.
There you go. That's great.
Let me just say that my favorite holiday of the year, it's not Christmas, it's not Halloween, it's April Fool's Day.
So they weren't lies, they were just exaggerations and entertainment, right?
Well, yeah, he likes to see people's reactions.
Oh, you mean the closed bathroom sign?
Yes, the out of order sign on the bathroom that wasn't out of order. It was not appreciated.
Real quick.
Well, guys, I'm going to throw you over to Dame, who is going to ask you your next questions.
I'm going to jump in real quick. Hold on one sec, Dame. I want to remind everybody that the links for social medias for the Wachbrits have been dropped into the chat throughout the night. If you would like to keep up with this amazing couple, please hit it up. Hit the like tonight on this show. We'd love that. Love to get up to triple digits. Also want to say thank you to Alexander Gorman for subscribing and Dennis Knoll for 11 months of support. And one last thing before I hand it to Dame. Did you guys hear how Michael got high pitched for a second when he talked to Jill, when he was responding there for a minute ago? If you
Okay.
listen, so if you're around them enough, you'll hear him do that a lot. I swear to God, you guys need to, it's somebody, look up Wallace Shawn. Wallace Shawn is the voice of Rex in Toy Story. Michael sounds just like him. Oh, I swear when he starts going, he is just like Wallace Shawn. He is one of the greatest voice actors out there. And at times when I've talked with Michael, I've said, oh my God, there's Wallace Shawn again. So I just had to throw that out there. I heard Rex just a minute ago. Go ahead, Dane.
And I think he looks like one of the actors that was on The Princess Bride.
Yeah,
Yes, we know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes.
Andre
Yes.
the Giant?
No.
Oh.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Go ahead, Dane.
Yeah, I got lost in all that. Okay, so first, Mike, that has to suck doing estate taxes in a community property state. But I'm going to switch gears because my job is to talk about beverage of the week. Now, Miss Jill, I'm assuming Miss Jill, brought to us the honey hibiscus iced tea at Epcot, found at Joy of Tea in the China Pavilion. Now, Miss Jill, could you tell us a little bit about this drink and why you chose it?
Well, let me tell you, both my husband and I are not big drinkers. We have drinks from time to time, but we're not big drinkers. So when we go to Epcot, in addition to looking to the drinks that are the specials for the particular festival we're attending, I look for things that are refreshing in terms of, I tend to like fruity, not too sweet, but fruity. So I was wandering around looking, and also I like boba drinks. I'm one of those oddballs.
Wow.
So I was looking around for a drink that would fit the fruity but not too sweet slash boba choice. So I happened to run across this, and this was very refreshing. It has blueberry bobas on the bottom, so that's a plus. So it adds a little bit of the blueberry taste to it, and it's not too sweet. So it's as I said, it's refreshing. It's slightly fruity but not too sweet, and so it was one of my favorites. Something I intend to get again when I go back there. So Michael, on the other hand, tends to like just the regular iced teas that come with the different fruity flavors. So I'll let you tell him about Joffrey's.
Well, I am a coffee drinker. I happen to love coffee, so I love Joffrey's coffee. So that would be like a nice cup of hot coffee in the morning. But the tea that Jill is mentioning, as far as a cold, refreshing drink, is at the top of my list. You can get it with or without alcohol. It's just it's a very refreshing tea drink on a hot day. And as we know, in Central Florida, there are plenty of hot days.
Yes.
So I was supposed to kind of follow up with if you have any personal or past experiences enjoying the beverage, but I think you kind of covered the majority of
we
that.
did.
Is there anything that you want to add?
Well, basically just we love Epcot, and so of course it's part of the overall just experience of being at Epcot and enjoying what Epcot has to offer. So
very nice.
So I am highly interested in trying this. And I'm not a huge boba tea fan, but I want to do it anyway just to see what happens. The boba, I'm scared. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything because it's going to make fun of me. But let me ask the
you're scared you're going to choke on it?
The balls feel really good in your mouth. And they're
There's
so many jokes.
No.
It's true, though.
No.
We're not going to make
I'm
these
not a
jokes
big
tonight.
normal boba fan, but I love the blueberries.
The blueberries are good, yes.
Right. And I'm a blueberry fan. But let me ask the rest of the ladies. Jen, would you try it?
You know, I've never had a boba drink before.
Ever?
I know.
What?
I've never had anything with the boba in it, so I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Jen.
I know.
Love it.
I'm sorry.
You gotta reach out.
I mean, at some point, I'm going to have to. This might be the drink that does it for me. So I'll have to see. I'll be down there in a few weeks, so I'll put it on my list.
And you can add alcohol, Jen, if you want.
Well, that might have to happen.
Blog
don't
it,
know.
Jen. Blog it.
You may not need it.
Mandy, what about you?
I've not had this particular drink, even though it'll now go on my list to try. But I've had is it the Nightshade over in Animal Kingdom? And I will say, every
That
time I get
was
one
on-
of those boba balls in my mouth, I giggle. So it's a good drink and a funny experience all at the same time.
Stephanie, what about you, honey?
Of course. I can't wait to have that. I can't wait to have that experience. And see, Jen, you don't need the alcohol in it because the balls just entertain you because you can pop them and move them all around. And
All right, we
it's
got a
great.
trivia. There's trivia.
Hey,
I
so
want
don't
to
know
ask
if I
our
Pete, what do
have
guest.
you
talent
think
like
about
you,
those
Steph.
boba balls?
Nope,
You'll love it.
I've
You'll
got
love
trivia
it.
for our guest. Nope, trivia. Nope.
Moving on.
Jill and Mike,
Just
here's your
saying.
trivia question before I have a cardiac arrest right here on the
Hopefully it's
floor.
multiple choice too.
Of course, it will be multiple choice for you. It's only Dame that I try to torment. How long did it take Judy the elf to perfect the hot cocoa recipe in the Santa Claus trilogy? I actually know this answer. Is it A, 250 years, B, 500 years, C, 720 years, D, 1200, or E, as old as Doug says Dame was the other day?
I remember the scene where she's talking about the hot cocoa, and I'm trying to remember. It's got to be longer as opposed to shorter.
I think 750.
You think it's 750?
I will allow you to phone a friend, but you can only pick one of them. And you guys can't gesture me either.
Da, da, da.
Well, I'm going to Mandy. Do you know the answer to this?
I think it's 1200.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
I'm going for the long period myself. Yes,
You're right. That's correct. 1200.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
Judy is one of the oldest elves, so that was kind of why I was leaning that direction.
It's hard to believe.
Thank you.
That's a great question there. And we did show the hot cocoa recipe on our Clubhouse hangout just this past Tuesday night, which I'm hoping one of our Clubhouse friends will try and bring it on the thread because I'd love to see that. All right, let's keep things going. We're going to turn it over to Miss Jen, and we'll find out if we've got anybody new. And she's got a question. One of these questions I know she's thoroughly going to enjoy asking. So let's go to Jen.
Yep. First, before I start, I want to say hello to Thomas Cannon, and it's me, David T. Hello. Thanks for joining.
Welcome.
Okay. So we always enjoy highlighting magical moments. Can you take us back to Mickey's not so scary Halloween party in 2023 and share a moment from that party that really stood out to you?
Oh, God.
Michael's comment was, oh, God.
boy.
Oh, God.
Well, first of all, I have to explain the mood we were in before we got there. They normally tell you to get there before. Obviously, you can get there at 4, even though the party doesn't start, I think, till like 7. So we started out 15 minutes later than I wanted to. We left where we were staying at 3:15, and we proceeded to get lost because Google had changed how they direct you to get to the parking. Okay.
The ticket
So
and
the
transportation.
ticket and transportation. So we were going around and around to the point where we were staring at the outside of Magic Kingdom. We saw, the space ride. And then we managed to get all the way to Animal Kingdom. And I went, no, this is clearly not the way to get there. And then it started to rain, and we did that route. We were back to Magic Kingdom and then back to Animal Kingdom, and it on and on and on, right? And then in the middle of all this, as Michael's getting really mad, so I started to laugh. I just started to cackle because it was just so hilariously, crazily, stupidly funny, that we were this lost. So then I came up with the bright idea. Let's go to the Contemporary. We know where that is. And let's ask them. And then they explained about the Google problem, because that we weren't the first, apparently. And so miraculously, through the help of the Contemporary person, we were able to figure out where the ticketing station was and get there and park. But needless to say, we got there much later than we wanted to. And then, of course, security is always fun when you're getting there later. So we managed to get in, and we had maybe an hour. We got there maybe
Yeah,
at 6.
it's at 6.
We should have been there at like 3:45, but we got there at 6 with all the shenanigans. So on
Oof.
top of it, the car was throwing lights all over the place because too much water had gotten into the engine or something.
No, I think it was because I spun it down.
So, as I said, needless to say, this is our kind of our frame of mind when we're getting there. It's like, thank God we're finally here. And I wanted that candy. Let me tell you, I was going to get as much candy as I could that night. But we stopped and we had a Casey's hot dog, and we stopped and we had our Dole Whip. And then we finally got started. But as part of the whole process of getting the candy, of course, they have the wonderful Boo to You parade, which is one of my favorites. And we got stuck on one side and I wanted this one particular treat. And I had to cross the street, and I darned if I could not cross the street because, of course, they had shut it off because the parade was about to start, right?
So let me explain. So because I use a walker when I'm like in the parks because of my back, they took kind of like pity on us. So they opened it up and said, okay, go across. And when you see an opening,
Right.
just cut in.
But this is after the Headless Horseman had come
Okay.
by. They had to wait till the Headless Horseman had gone by and the Pooper Scooper that followed him, right? So they let us in, and we are following the Headless Horseman and the Pooper Scooper. So, of course, Michael, in his infinite sense of humor, as we're walking past the crowd who were staring at us like, what the heck are we doing? He's yelling, hey, people, I'm sorry. We are the parade tonight. So sorry.
No, I was waving and I said, I hope you've enjoyed the parade. Thank you for coming. There'll be another one in a couple of hours. Enjoy your time here at the party.
So anyway, we were part of the parade without intending to be part of the parade. And they actually found us on YouTube later when someone was filming. And I went, there we are.
God.
Funny.
Well, there you go.
That was
Yeah.
definitely very interesting. But it was an interesting day, and I'll never forget that. Let's put it that way.
And I'll never get that song out of my head.
Boo to You, yes.
Yeah. That's a funny story. Thanks for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
Real quick, I want to say hello to Mark Langenkamp. Hello in your car. And Tennessee Bear. Hello.
Tim.
Thanks
Hello,
for coming
Tim.
in. Okay, so this next question is dear to my heart. Staying on the same path of magical moments, you had a very unique interaction with an artist that I just adore, Larry Dotson. Could you share that experience with us and what made it so special?
Well, it's a relationship that has spanned decades. Okay, let's put it this way. In I would say 1992, we met Larry Dotson because he had a gallery in Maui. Unfortunately, the place where he had his gallery was part of what burnt down in the fires. Okay. But he was there in 92, and I think we went back in 93.
Yeah.
Both times we went to his gallery, met him in person. I have personally got originals, seascapes.
Wow.
That he painted. So from those experiences. So I just love his art. I knew he was moving to Florida because his kids were going to go to college in Florida. So we had lost track of him over the decades, if you will. And so when my daughter, as part of our 25th anniversary, gave us a discounted stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, I had gone down into the shop. And this was in 2008, I want to say 6, somewhere in there. Anyway, so we went down to the shop, and there was his artwork. I discovered he had become a Disney artist. And I went, oh my God, I found him again, right? So I since have collected a little bit of the Disney art that he has done. Unfortunately, when we were there for the Festival of Arts this last time in January, he was too sick to be there. So
Right.
we didn't go up and meet him. I did see his artwork, which is shown in the gallery that they have over there at Springs.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find his artwork there. They feature it. But I missed meeting up with them because I really wanted to meet up with him and talk to him again. But yes, we have original Larry Dotson seascape art in our house.
I love that. I have 4 Larry Dotsons. They're all Disney though, but he is one of
He's
my
amazing.
favorites. So that's
Yeah,
very
he's
exciting to
amazing.
me to hear stories
Yeah.
about him. I hope to meet him in just a few weeks. I hope he'll
I'm
he'll be
hoping
there.
he's back. I know he was sad to not be there, but as I said, that's kind of, I was asking another one of the artists that was set up in front of the American Pavilion explained to me that he was sick and unfortunately couldn't be there when we were.
Yeah.
I have to see if he's going to be on that schedule. I look forward to seeing him in the next few weeks. That would be really
Yeah.
great.
I hope you get
I
to
want
meet
to
him.
take a minute. I know. I hope so too. That'd be exciting. Real quick, I want to say hello to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Thanks for joining us. Want to thank Nanny Pooh Bear for being a member for 7 months. She says, "Happy holidays and a blessed new year to you all." So thank you, Nanny Pooh Bear. So glad you're part of the Clubhouse crew.
Yep. Thank you.
So now I want to go ahead and hand it over to Mandy.
Okay, guys. So tonight we're going to do some rapid fire favorite questions. And since Mike was able to join us tonight, we're going to actually ask Mike to go first. So remember, rapid fire questions. First answer
No
you guys
stories,
can think
Mike.
of. No pressure. So Disney favorites. Here we go. Favorite park to attend. Mike, you're first.
For me, the original Disneyland.
Jill?
You want to go back and forth? Okay, Epcot's
Yep.
my favorite.
Oh, 2 good parks. Okay. Mike, back to you. Top 3 rides in all of the parks combined.
Tower of Terror, Soaring, and for me, it was Soaring over California at California Adventure, and the Haunted Mansion, especially again at Disneyland when it's redone for the holidays with Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice call out. That's a good one.
Great rides. Jill.
Okay, Haunted Mansion, Soaring over California. I like both versions. And Tower of Terror, definitely. And I like basically, I just love those 3 rides. They're my favorite.
Nice.
Great rides. Okay. Favorite character meet and greets. Mike, you're first.
Definitely Mickey.
And also Mickey for me. I just love giving Mickey a big hug.
Mickey's a great one. Okay. Favorite Disney song.
For me, I tend to go for like Zippity Doo Dah. Again, I'm kind of going with back to the originals.
And for
Good
me,
deal.
it's When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio.
Nice.
Great songs. Okay. Favorite Disney movie.
Oh God, there's so many of them, but I really like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Drop the mic.
Like
This
that.
interview's over. Drop the mic. Interview over. Let's go.
And for me, it's National Treasure. You wouldn't believe that's a Disney movie, but they co-produced it with Jerry Bruckheimer. Bruckheimer.
Yep, that's a great one.
Great movie. Okay. Favorite spot to relax or people watch anywhere on property.
Really anywhere in a Disney park, but I would have to say at Epcot, sitting under the ball, in the shade, just watching people walking in, they're just fresh. They're just coming in from the parking lot, ready to enjoy their day. And I usually sit there while Jill goes into the store and wants to shop.
Yep. And for me, it's basically anywhere in World Showcase. I just love all the things that go on back there in the World Showcase. So I can pretty much grab a snack and sit there and just enjoy watching people, enjoying the entertainment and atmosphere back there.
Okay.
Nice.
Epcot is a great place to people watch. So, favorite resort to stay.
Animal Kingdom, without a question. Savannah Room.
Same for me because of our 25th anniversary. That's where we spent it.
Very nice.
Okay. Favorite restaurant.
Now for me, this is at California Adventure. It's the Carthay Circle restaurant.
Yeah.
Because where I grew up, I lived 5 minutes from the original Carthay Circle Theater. And in fact, my elementary school was Carthay Center School. was literally in front of the original Carthay Circle Theater, where I saw Gone with the Wind there.
Wow.
Oh,
And
That's
for me,
cool.
it's Boma's. I love Boma's.
And I
okay.
second
I was
that.
waiting for an Animal Kingdom restaurant to show up
Yeah.
there. Okay, favorite snack?
Dole Whip.
Yeah, Dole Whip for me as well. If it's not Mickey ice cream bar, it's Dole Whip.
There you go.
Delicious. Okay, favorite Disney nighttime show?
Fantastic.
For both of us, yeah. We love, especially in Walt Disney World. We like the seating better in Walt Disney World.
At the studios, I do love the theater. At Disneyland, unfortunately, the way it's set up is you're kind of standing out on the street to watch it. But it is the original, but I really like it at Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
Favorite Disney holiday or season at the park?
I would say Halloween, but also Christmas. That whole time from setting up for Halloween till the first of the year, to me, is the favorite.
Yeah, and for me, it's kind of a two-part answer like that too. My favorite party is the Halloween party, and I love to decorate and do things for Halloween, so that too. But I do enjoy the feelings and the decorations for Christmas as well.
Okay, good call.
Great time of year there. And last but definitely not least, your favorite Disney iconic landmark.
What is it for you?
I would have to say seeing Space Mountain driving down Interstate 5 from Los Angeles to Disneyland. That is the first thing you really see to let you know you have reached Disney.
Very cool.
And for me, it's the Epcot ball, because it's just, I've seen so many variations of it over the years. As I said, first time I went was 99, and they had that Sorcerer Mickey on top of it.
Mhm.
So it's always the thing that and then of course they have so many different light shows and musical performances that are, that go through the Epcot ball that I enjoy. So for me, it's the Epcot ball.
Very cool.
Oh, some amazing answers. So thank you guys for sharing that with us. And I'm going to hand it off now to Steph.
Alrighty, so we asked those enhancers and creators of the community to share with us content that they love. Tonight, we want to talk with Jill and Mike about three of their most impressive channels that they follow. We've got Living in Diz, we've got Cantrail Country Travel, and we've got Ear to Ear Magic. And let's start first with Ear to Ear Magic. And Jill and Mike, why don't you pipe in and let us know what it is about this channel that you love?
Well, with Chris, unfortunately, I haven't been watching him as much as I'd like to. Sometimes he's on too early for me in the morning, but I was very much a part of his channel when I had a chance to be, and I enjoyed him so much. Matter of fact, one of our experiences, we met up with him one time when we went to the park. He went out of his way to find us and meet up with us. Just a wonderful family. Their enjoyment of Disney is just so visible in all of their streaming. So I've just always enjoyed his streams.
That was over at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, it was at Hollywood
Studios. Yeah, and he met us over at what was then the Great Movie Ride before it had switched.
Right.
Okay. And how about David?
What can I say about Dave? I am a mod for Dave's channel. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Dave. I've been missing in action, but my life the last 3 months has been just total chaos. But anyway, I go on there. I share Disney cruises with him. Share all my Disney cruise knowledge with him. He is definitely the king of shenanigans. So I do enjoy the interactions between all the mods in the chat and Dave himself. So what more can I say?
We also were on his show. We had been on.
Well, I just said that we go on after our.
No,
cruises.
I'm saying we went on the Icon of the Seas.
Oh, yes.
Caribbean.
We did that one too.
And we did a whole presentation for him. That's the largest sailing ship in the world. And we kind of went over the whole thing with him and his viewing audience.
So we've been not only a mod, but also part of his show, I guess is what Michael's trying to say.
Yeah, that was a nice episode. I saw that one. It had a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff. All right, and then last but not least, Living in Diz.
Living in Diz, Corey and Lawrence, wonderful family. Both families, wonderful. And we have Zoom calls that are epic. I've been missing in action, unluckily for those two. But I mean, when I can join, like 3 hours. One time we had a 5-hour Zoom call. So he's just really wonderful for his members. His content is wonderful. All that they do is just good streaming, good watching, and just very good people.
And the one thing that I could tell you that I remember about them with Lawrence is we went and there were 5 of us in one people mover car.
5 adults.
5 adults in one people mover car. It was an interesting ride.
Corey's comment was, "I don't know where your leg ends and mine begins, Lawrence." Lawrence was sitting over with them.
Jill, do you know?
And then it stalled, so we had even more of that. What can I say?
Do you know what my ringtone is for Corey?
What's that?
Good grief.
Oh, that's okay. There you go.
I love him. All right. Where are we going? We were going.
So thanks for sharing. That was really awesome.
Steph, where are we going? We're going to Dame for a recap?
We are going over to Dame for a recap of tonight's show.
Yeah, and I don't know what background noise I'm hearing, but I'm going to assume it's coming from Jill and Mike's house, and it sounds like a cash counter at the bank.
I wish.
No, it's a slot.
I wish we had a cash counter.
It's a slot machine.
Jill, just in my mind, because you live in Vegas, it's a cash counter. Y'all are just over there feeding it cash, and it's just running it through. It just irritates me.
We live 15 minutes from the Strip. We've been there maybe 5 times since we've been here.
Looking forward to meeting up with Jennifer and her family when they come back.
Hey, I just want to say, just from me personally, thank you. But let me go back and do our recap before Pete fusses at me. So we've had an amazing show tonight, learning about you guys. The Wachbrits, not the Street Brits, Pete. Here are some of our highlights. It was awesome talking with Jill and Mike tonight and getting to learn about them both individually and together, including the story of how they first met, which may or may not be traumatizing to fellow fraternity brothers. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. It was awesome learning how they found our community and hearing their story about being introduced into the Dizney series of recognition. Also, we truly enjoyed talking about your cruising with the Wachbrits, learning about the influences that have impacted your lives, and of course discussing that delicious honey hibiscus drink from the China Pavilion, which I'm very anxious to try. We also learned some very touching moments that have impacted your lives, explored some of their favorite things from the Disney parks, and talked about 3 great channels that the Wachbrits watch and admire. I encourage everybody, please leave a comment on the show with your thoughts about this interview and the content. We love hearing everything you have to say, and so please leave a comment. And now I am going to send it to Jen.
Okay, I had to make sure I was unmuted. I know. You were hoping. I know. Unmute. Okay, let's talk about next week's guest, because this is somebody that is an OG in the community. Everybody knows him. He's been creating content since April of 2017. With just under 1,000 subscribers and more than 250,000 views, he has one of the most well-known, creative, and uniquely named channels in the community. He was inducted into the YouTube series of recognition as inductee number 203, Jack and Sally, in the Disney Royals class. And so joining us next week, Dean the Turkey Legster.
That's going to be a fun show with Dean. A lot of people know Dean out there, and I'm looking forward to that. So make sure you're here. All right, let's sum things up here. First, want to remind everybody of our friends tonight, and that you can follow them on Instagram. If I keep up with Jill over on Instagram, you can also keep up with them over on Facebook if you want to keep up with everything that they have going on and going around. We are so grateful. And we say thank you to Jill and to Mike for coming in tonight and lighting things up and having a good time. And yes, of course, we are looking forward to next week when Dino comes to town and sits and chats with us. You can keep up with the ladies on this show on the Triple C Instagram here. Jen does a great job working it. Please make sure you're following the Triple C Instagram. I'll be live later tonight, probably closer to 11 o'clock. We got some great announcements tonight. We got our friends across the pond that are doing a show. I've got some other couple highlights and surprises. So if you're up later tonight, tune in for Disney Insomniacs. And of course, you can keep up with this show, Clubhouse Chaotic Chat, with all the episodes of the amazing people that we have talked to and interviewed over on the podcast. Listen to it all the time. It is a lot of fun. And make sure if you go down and you try the honey hibiscus and you get some of those blueberry balls in your mouth, that you reach out and let us know, because we'd love to hear your story as well. As we always close things out here, we do it with a little bit of our final thought of the night. So first, I'll start with the ladies, and I will go over to Miss Stephanie first. Your final thought, Steph. Well, I love looking at Paul, but I can't look at him right now.
Stink.
You muted?
Never hit. The one time I do, I forget. So, sorry. But thank you, Jill and Mike, for being here tonight and sharing your Disney stories with us, all your likes and preferences for the parks and everything. It was so great to get to know you better on a personal level. And please visit us anytime.
Love it. Love it. Miss Mandy?
Well, it was so nice to actually be able to see your faces and talk to you guys and get to know you a little bit better tonight. So thank you for being here. And I will say that your guys' sense of humor is just infectious. I love the back and forth between the two of you, and just your outlook on life. It is truly energizing and, like I said, completely infectious. So I cannot wait to see you both in August.
Love it.
Same here. Thank you.
Jen?
I love you guys so much. The minute I met you guys, it would have been over a year ago now at the meetup, I felt like I knew you forever. You guys are so welcoming and friendly and thoughtful and generous and such a big part of this community. And I am so proud that I can call you guys friends. So thank you for sharing your stories with us tonight, and can't wait to see you guys again in August.
Nice. Very nice. Dane?
I just want to reiterate everything that the ladies before me have said. And Jill, you and I have had some fun interactions in chat over the years, especially on one particular channel where somebody's pushing buttons all the time and breaks things. But I have thoroughly enjoyed this interview. Mike, I am so glad I got a chance to meet you and chat with you. Hopefully, one day, at some point in the future, when you guys get done with your cash counters and maybe, send some money my way, and I'm not telling you how to do it, you guys worked in banks and do taxes, y'all know how, that I can attend Pete's meetup and meet you guys in person. It's been a pleasure, truly and honestly. I have loved meeting you guys, and I want to hear more about those college story days.
Very nice. Thank you.
But
Great
you
things.
can't have them as bowling partners. They're mine.
It doesn't work that way, Stephanie. It's random. It's random. Jill and Mike, your final thought of the night.
Thank you, ladies, for all the comments and the thoughts. It's been wonderful sharing our stories this evening. And that was probably only a sliver of course, because we're not young people, but we try to be. What can I say? But we have so many stories that we love sharing. And I appreciate that everyone loves hearing them. Let's put it that way. And I didn't have to use this that much tonight. He was mostly good. I was glad about that. But thank you so much. And I just love being part of this community because there is such a great sense of caring and sharing and a sense of humor. And that's what we need in this time and age. That's what we need, all of us. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Mike?
I would like to add that if you had a good time tonight, you've got to come to the meetup in July or August. That'll be 3 to 4 days of insane fun, because I'll be there. And so, and of course, Pete will be there. And
So it's double the fun.
so double the fun. But also, I've loved Disney since I was a little kid. Fortunately, living close to the original Disneyland was a big plus in my life. But I've been able to enjoy both coasts, California and Florida. And also, I have found that the people you meet the nicest people at Disney most of the time, and it's also on the community. So this has been a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for being here tonight. For my final thought, I want to say, obviously, thank you to you guys for being here. Thank you to Jen for handling the chat tonight, and thank you to also Mandy backstage helping us get some last minute stuff together, and all of our moderating team really working hard behind the scenes to make it happen. It's a blessing for what we find. I love it when I can check a box. And tonight I can lean over to look over to Miss Monorail Mollie and say, hey, we checked that box again that we talked about when we started this. Steph, we checked the box when we started this, and we said, sitting down, we really want this to be about the community and not just to be about creators. And we've done that with the ladies that we've added in to be part of our Triple C team. We've done that with bringing in guests like Jill and Mike, who people can get to know. These are fun, fantastic people that you just see a name of in the chat a lot. But like you said, if you come to a meetup, you get to spend some time with them. And I've had a blast with them. They've been a great time. I've interacted with Jill more than Mike because of stuff we have going on in the community and stuff and different stuff. But it's been awesome. And I could tell you there was a ton of great comments tonight in the chat all the way through as I watched through, and I hope you get a chance to go back and rewatch that. So thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hang tight. Don't jump off. For
Okay, Pete,
everybody else,
can I share one comment, Pete, that I
Yes.
forgot to do in
Go ahead.
closing? You know when you have the birthday thing, okay?
Correct. We
and
have
you
a birthday
everybody's
thing.
birthday, do
Thad
you
loves
remember
that
how
song.
that started? Do you remember how it started?
Yeah, I
It
was
was my
told.
70th birthday, and I came in and I said, it's my 70th birthday. And you guys said, we really need to do something for for the birthdays. So
Well,
I
hold on.
take partial credit for starting it
You can.
because it was my 70th
absolutely.
birthday.
You're more than
Yes.
welcome. But let me explain to you how. Addition to that, you did come in and say that, and it was said that we should get that, and then my phone rang, and the phone said, "I told you we should have done birthdays a while ago. You didn't listen." And I said,
Yeah.
obviously
Debbie?
I was
Was it
wrong,
Debbie?
and you were right.
Oh,
And
Jen.
yeah, Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that went down. And then the next week, we miraculously had a birthday thing. So that's kind of the way it went down. You're right.
Exactly.
You did spark it. So thank
So I
you,
wanted
Jill.
to bring that up tonight. So
I love that you.
there you go.
Thank you, Jill.
Again, it goes.
Thank you,
back
Jill,
to-
or else
You're
we
right,
would
Jill.
never have those birthdays because he would have never done it. So thank you.
I do listen from time to time, first off. Secondly, it is great that, again, this is a community channel. I've made it that way from the get-go. And I love the fact that impulse comes from friends outside the channel, the team that I have around me, the people in the chat. There's a lot of good things that have come up about things that we've done, and it's done about the community for the community. And we will continue to do that. And I think it's a great thing. If you're not on our birthday list, you really should give us your name. I found out this morning that today was Chris from Park Hopper Chopper's birthday, and he hadn't even given us his birthday. I found that on Facebook. So yeah, so now I've added him. I at least put a little note on the thing this morning. I'll get Debbie to fix it a little bit later. So tune in later tonight for Insomniacs. I actually have an interpreter coming in to explain to you everything that Dame said tonight. So it'll be great. It's gonna be a lot of... She's not listening to me right now. That's why I said it. Look, she's looking over there. She's not paying attention. So I could say all kind of stuff. I could say things like, I like to hang out with the hogs. See? Razorbacks. So anyway. All right. We'll see you all. It's been a great stream. Hang tight, everybody. I got to get myself out of here.
smile that makes the sun